Hello everyone, I'm Till Norvik and today we will be tackling Suzuka Circuit in the Ford GT3. First, you will see a clean hot lap without me commentating anything. After that, we will have a closer look on how I drive Suzuka to be as fast and consistent as possible. As I said, I will break down the lap for you and explain how I drive Suzuka. Heading into turn 1, I mostly focus on positioning my car as far as I can on the left side to look out for the little access road to mark my breakpoint. As we approach the little access road, we're gonna hit our brakes, trail brake slightly into the corner with around 40% brake pressure, I would say, and aiming for a pretty late apex, as you will see. At the corner exit, it is pretty important to use all of the track, let the car run wide on the curb and maximize your speed into the S's. As we enter the S's, I apply a light brake while staying in the middle of the track, then position the car fully over to the right to hold it there. It's important to feel the grip of the front axle and don't overdrive the front to don't push over the corners. Coming out of turn 5, it's important once again to position the car towards the middle of the track. Just apply a little bit of weight on the front tires to maximize your grip on the front axle and aim for a late apex to not let the car run wide and position the car on the right side to have a good entry into the left-hander and the last corner of the section. Arriving at Deckner 1 and 2, I position the car as far as I can on the left side to spot my braking point just before the 50-meter board. I give a short brake and steering input to bring the car all the way to the right side on the curb and over on the left side to the outer curb. Once we're straight on the outer curb exiting Deckner 1, hit the brakes and start turning in right around the end of the green AstroTurf. It's crucial to carry as much speed as possible through Deckner 2 as the slight compression here gives you extra grip. As we approach turn 10 and 11, the hairpin, this is another spot where a lot of time can be lost. We start braking right as we hit the end of the right hand curb. Then let the car drift towards the middle of the track. From there, aim to hug the inside curb as tightly as possible without hitting it to prevent wheel spin. Exiting out of the hairpin, it's very important to hit the gas as hard as you can, straighten up the steering to gain as much time on the exit as possible. Heading into turn 13, spoon curve. In my opinion, one of the most challenging corners on track. We begin braking just before the access road on the right and start turning in as the side of the track gets dirty. Tray braking is essential here. You want to keep just enough weight on the front to rotate the car, but make sure the rear end stays planted. The downforce really works in your favor through this section, so trust the car and carry the momentum. In the final part of Spoon, be careful with the outside curb, it can unsettle the car and cause a spin. Once again, light trail braking into the corner helps with rotation, but the key here is to carry as much speed as possible through the exit. Aim for a late apex and let the car run all the way out to the outside curb. But watch out, it's easy to pick up an off-track here. 130R is the fastest part of the track. The key here is to stay smooth with the steering inputs and avoid overcorrection, or the rear will snap. Turn in around the 50-meter board and stay committed. Be sure to not hit the exit curb too hard, it can unsettle the car and cause a sudden spin if you touch it. As we approach the final part of the circuit, the Casio triangle, we're coming into the heaviest braking zone of the lap. Your braking point is just right at the 150-meter board. Turn in as you pass the right-hand curb from the alternate layout. It's crucial to attack both curbs very aggressively in the chicane and then position the car on the right-hand side for maximum speed onto the straight. So, thanks for watching. This was my Suzuka lap guide. Hope I could help you out, and if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments.